Hello everyone. In this video, I want to talk about the Helicopter Girls, a company specializing in aerial imaging. As is often the case, let me note that I'm quoting from British Cinematographer, a dynamic source, and then continue with the video. Briefly about myself, I am a camera operator and cinematographer working in the field of filmmaking. In my spare time, I try to create technical, cultural, and niche content about filmmaking. I would be very happy if you check out my other videos. Also, actions like subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing are very important to me if you'd like to support. Thank you in advance. When it comes to breathtaking aerial shots against the world's most magnificent landscapes, it's hard to find anyone who can match the skill and innovation of drone experts, the Helicopter Girls. 2025 brings new technology, European permits, a strategic partnership in Colombia, and a drone that can fly in rainy weather. Under the new regulations in Europe, the Helicopter Girls is set to become the only drone company authorized to operate drones weighing more than 25 kilograms on European soil. Founder Emma Boswell states that this move is of great importance for cinematographers shooting in Europe who want to fly multi-camera array systems carrying full-frame lenses and payloads like the ARI Mini LF. She said, "Now, for production shooting in popular European film hubs like Malta, Spain, and Italy, we can offer our clients unparalleled flexibility, cost savings, and continuity." The company's extensive experience working on some of the world's most ambitious projects, such as Fast X, Jack Ryan, and the Rings of Power, not only showcases the team's technical expertise, but also laid the groundwork for its recent initiative in Colombia, which demonstrates its commitment to supporting and investing in local talent. Colombia's extraordinary landscapes have hosted major British and American productions such as Dora the Explorer, Jack Ryan, and The Night Manager. In the spring of 2023, the production team of Paddington in Peru contacted Boswell to plan an 8-week shoot in the remote rainforests of Colombia. The Helicopter Girls' current investment in a local company not only allowed the production to save on costs, but also enabled the formation of a unique team with expertise from both ends of the world. Co-founder and former camera operator Kate Nellums-Wright worked for 12 weeks in Colombia on the set of Jack Ryan in 2018. Kate Wright says, "We were welcomed by the local drone operator Andres Sotomayor, who arranged all the permits for us. Thanks to his local knowledge and planning, we were able to film with our heavy lifting kit in extremely remote areas where cable lifts were the only way for crew and equipment to access the location." Andre is an excellent drone maker and a very skilled camera operator for his own company, Eagle Films. He was a real asset to our team. After returning home, we discussed with Andre how we could collaborate further, since at that time there were no heavy lift drone teams or kits available in the country. Colombia was rapidly developing its film industry in 2018, but was still lagging behind in aerial cinematography, says Sotomayor. At that time, due to a lack of experience and equipment, we weren't ready to handle large projects. The Helicopter Girls have always been a model to look up to. I learned something from Kate and her team at every opportunity, because I know that over the years they have done their work properly, working professionally, respectfully, supportively, and always at the forefront of the industry. To date, we have imported a full fleet of heavy-lift drones, Inspire 3s, and FPV drones into Colombia. We have provided training support to Andre and his team, says Nellums-Wright. In return, Eagle Films provides full pre-production and on-site support, and when necessary, allows our pilots to operate in the country, encouraging local knowledge and talent. We are investing in Andre's local team. This is a mutually beneficial and continuously evolving relationship. He said, "As a business owner, I am proud to be at the forefront of efforts to support the growth of Colombia's drone industry while expanding the global reach of our own services. This collaboration is a testament to the philosophy of blending global expertise with local knowledge. Major productions benefit from the assurance of working hand-in-hand with a world-class drone team, as well as the cost advantages provided by Colombia's generous tax incentives." Looking at the Paddington in Peru collaboration so far, Paddington in Peru has been the largest partnership between the two companies. The principal filming was directed by Second Unit Director of Photography John Soropure, and the ambition of this project went far beyond anything Sotomayor had previously seen in Colombia. It had a major impact on the scale of the production and our creative summary approach. It especially tested our creativity, planning, and problem-solving skills in 3 areas: logistical risks and the team. 6 months before the shoot, Sotomayor and his drone team embarked on a massive 15-day location scouting trip that covered 80% of Colombian territory. We stayed in a different town every night. We assessed the risks and identified possible routes that would meet all safety requirements for our next location. We were able to provide Kate and the UK drone team with critical information about dangerous flight conditions, logistics, and the specialized equipment they would need to successfully operate various aerial platforms. Having Andre on site early in the process allowed us to assemble the right drone toolkit to meet the storyboard requirements and to be ready in time for any eventuality. We had to take into account factors such as altitude, humidity, temperature, flying close to waterfalls and turbulent currents, operating from boats and areas accessible only on foot. Well, we used 5 drones in total, including full backups. 1 handled the Altes, 3 lifted the Komodo series, while the other worked with the Raptor. They worked with 2 heavy lift drones, an FPV drone, and a DJI Inspire 3 RTK. We had to use a special truck for all the gimbals, lens kits, transmission systems, magliners, batteries, charging equipment to ensure operational continuity in remote areas. They also say that they developed efficient working methods using river access in situations where there was no land exit. Sotomayor suggested a fleet of small boats to navigate the shallow and narrow rivers. Additional boats carrying spare equipment and battery charging stations would also be positioned upstream. As the drone and crew boats moved upstream along the river to capture overhead footage, at times a boat would shuttle back and forth to recharge the batteries. This way, the drone could keep flying as long as needed. The Helicopter Girls pilots are extremely skilled at remote-controlled flight, and this ability makes it easier to work in challenging environments. Erin Cole operates heavy-lifting drones, and she says they often worked in temperatures above 35 degrees and 90% humidity. This was incredibly challenging for both the crew and the equipment. However, once you reached the filming area and started flying, the scenery was truly breathtaking. We took the drone up to 400 feet to begin the main shots, and when I looked at my camera screen, all I could see were mountains and miles of untouched forest. Since none of the actors traveled to Colombia, Sora Pure's principal photography was crucial as the backdrop where all the action took place, Cole recalls. Our commute to the set usually took several hours, and during that time, we would make our plans. John Serapio was very clear about what he wanted, and we used that time to review the storyboards and imagine our flight paths. We really pushed the limits, especially when flying at low altitude over water with strong currents, because the water splashes were very intense and would randomly shoot up to a certain height. I did several low and fast flight tests over the currents. I was constantly thinking about an exit strategy for the drone in case the water made an unexpected splash. In case of doubt, it was necessary to climb at full power, of course, while avoiding the power lines. There's a POV shot of Paddington's boat rapidly descending among the currents. This shot required very technical flying. The combination of high speed, positioning the camera as low as possible, and the unpredictability of the currents made the shot extremely challenging. There were several large rocks quite close to each other along the route. So, to make the shot more dynamic, I flew the drone as low as possible, right between the rocks. In summary, Seth Moyer says, the shoot was a true test of our physical and mental endurance. I dare say that Paddington in Peru was the largest drone operation ever carried out in Colombia and perhaps in South America. The limits of aerial cinematography were pushed in one of the world's most challenging environments. Boswell adds in conclusion, the Helicopter Girls is not just a drone service provider, but a full-scale global filmmaking partner with trusted local expertise. Our investment in Colombia is the latest example of how we bring together the best of both worlds. We've not only proven that we can operate in the world's most challenging environments, but we also do so with a high level of skill, collaboration, and respect for the regions in which we work. As we continue to expand our global footprint, we look forward to supporting the next generation of filmmakers and drone operators, and to delivering groundbreaking aerial cinematography for productions around the world. Regarding 360-degree filming, the Helicopter Girls say, in our last 2 major productions, we used drones to capture backgrounds for the volume stage. In addition to our tried and tested 180-degree Red Komodo setup, we developed the first 360-degree 4-camera Red Komodo rig that can be flown with our drones. The lenses feature zero distortion, timecode, synchronization, and start-stop capabilities. Additionally, the drone is fully licensed to fly in crowded areas. The Helicopter Girls state that weather is no longer an obstacle for drone operations even in rainy conditions. Our newly custom-built heavy-lift waterproof drone from AceCore Technologies can fly in rainy weather, thanks to its weather-protected cinema package and rain propellers. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. For more videos like this and other filmmaking content, it's very important to me that you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you again for your interest. Take care of yourself until the next video. Value yourself and goodbye.